What's up? Welcome to the weekly drop, episode 13. I did that by myself because Mike was recording and
it's getting posted right now.
Oh, funsies. So what's up? We're here, episode 13. I'm very excited. My name is Erica.
My name is Michael.
We are best friends who date, live together, all that good stuff. We're trucking along in our relationship.
Yeah, we are.
And it's fun. We're having a good time. You can stay up to date on our social media. Follow us on Instagram at The Weekly Drop Pod. That's POD. And Facebook, The Weekly Drop. So, I mean, we're just going to get into it. We're going to drop it like it's hot. I realized, and you know what's really sad? We did not say that last episode.
Really?
Yeah. We skipped it because I think we jumped into something else and then it got too late to say it. And I was like, now we can't drop it like it's hot.
We were so excited about the main topic last week that we just bypassed.
Yeah. What did we talk about?
Thanksgiving? No.
No.
Ooh, I don't even remember. Long week.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I was gone all weekend.
Yeah, it was sad.
And you did nothing?
No.
I'm kidding.
Okay.
You did a lot.
Yeah, so I was bored just because I didn't really have anybody to talk to and babble to. But I actually cleaned the whole apartment. Well, most of it. I still have things to work on. And I did a ton of laundry.
Yeah.
And I worked on my stuff. And
Nice. It's always important to work on your stuff, your craft.
It's always a good time. So I did all that. And then we obviously would call whenever you got a chance because you were working 10-hour shifts?
Non-stop, round the clock.
How many hours were you working a day?
It was 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. And then Sunday, we finished a little bit early, so we were able to come home. And let me tell you, the feeling of the cool AC when I walked in was a top 10 feeling of all time because it wasn't that cold in my hotel room. And for those who know me, I'm a polar bear.
Yeah. So, and 7 to 10 is what? Is that 15 hours?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, it was funny because I left work today and I was like, don't we have 6 hours left? And I was like, oh, wow, I'm getting off. Nice.
So now it feels like an early week.
Yeah, it sure does.
You know? Yeah. And so it was fun when you got home. We obviously talked for so long.
We had to make up for 5 days of not barely communicating, but that was the longest we've ever been apart since we started dating.
Yeah. There was one time that I went on a cruise with my bestie, Ronnie, and that was only 3 or 4 months into our relationship. And I was gone for 5 days because you couldn't really use the phone unless you bought the package. But I was thinking about it. I'm like, yeah, that has been the longest, aside from the fact that obviously we were texting.
Yeah.
But you were in a lot of areas where you didn't have good reception.
Poor reception.
So I was just like, okay, I'll go to the gym. I had to cook for myself. And my friend Jess was like, oh, are you fending for yourself? And I was like, y'all forgot I did this for over a year, on my own. So I'm a strong, independent woman.
Well, and the shoe was on the other foot this time because when you had left for vacation, I was the one at home alone with the dogs. And now this time it was you. And it was just oh, what am I going to do?
I have to cook food.
Yeah.
Actually have to chef it up in the kitchen.
You did great.
Thank you.
The salmon looked good.
It was okay.
All right.
All
right, back to me cooking. Got it.
No, I think it was the brand because I've gotten that kind of salmon. It was a stuffed salmon.
Okay.
But from somewhere else. And that one is my favorite. And then I got this one just to try it out because we shop here all the time. And I was like, meh, give or take, It was
fair.
It was tasty.
Next time we'll just get different salmon.
Yeah. Well, So today we're going to be talking about, all things Christmas.
Yeah, this is our Christmas episode.
I'm excited. I know it's really early in.
No, it's not.
Okay. I feel like I can't talk about a holiday without you being like, no.
Well,
especially Christmas, because the other day when I was talking about, it was still not Thanksgiving.
Right.
And I was like, they put up a reindeer.
I might take it down.
It's aggressive.
Yeah. But here's the thing. What are we after now?
Thanksgiving.
Right. So what time is it?
What time
Christmas
is
time.
It?
Game time.
Summertime. Anticipation.
Yeah, it's Christmas time. So
yeah, so it's December, the first week of December, and I still feel like if you don't get into the mood now,
yeah, when do you start?
Doomed. And we're going to talk about that in a minute, but first we want to hop into pop culture and sports and cover some things we've been looking at. So a new trailer dropped.
Yeah.
I saw that the trailer had dropped on one of my friend's stories, but I waited to watch it because I wanted to watch it with you. Turns out you watched it without me. But then we just rewatched it.
Classic Michael fashion right there.
Yes, so good.
But House of the Dragon Season 2.
Yes.
Trailer came out. It's just a teaser, so I'm sure they'll do a full feature-length one probably in a couple months because it's going to be a early 2024 release for the show. But oh my goodness,
it looks good.
Yeah, it looks.
But
great.
I feel like I have to rewatch
Season
the first one because I know what happened, especially at the end. But I'm also like, wait, what?
Yeah,
happened?
we need to do a rewatch leading up to it. So once we have that exact date and probably like I don't know, we'll plan it out mathematically. So we end it and then we start the next season.
Wow.
So yeah, calculated.
It's one of those.
No, season 1 was amazing, and especially on the heels of how sour everyone felt after the end of Game of Thrones as an entirety. It was such a breath of fresh air to go back into what those writers and the showrunners did best in earlier seasons. And I feel like they brought that all back for season 1 of House of the Dragon, which is a Game of Thrones prequel.
Yeah.
And season 2 looks like it's going to pick up right where season 1 left off, which was on a jaw-dropping ending. And here we go. I'm here for it.
I'm excited. I remember when you first started watching it, I was like, I don't want to watch this.
Yeah.
Just because I never really got into Game of Thrones. Like I saw the first 10 episodes.
You
and then
saw the first 9 because
the tragedy happened.
Yeah, there's a very traumatic event that happens in episode 9. And what's funny is it's probably a 2 on the scale of the tragic events that happen in the entire show as a whole. So you have a long way to go.
No.
Oh,
No.
okay. No, got it.
Which is why I knew I couldn't watch the series. Not that it's not good. It's amazing, especially from what I saw. But I'm very connected to that person.
Yeah.
And I really was like, they're just fronting. They're not about to do this.
Oh,
There's
they did
no
it.
way. And then when they literally did it, I remember staring at you and I was like, I'm good.
Yeah, and that feeling happens every season.
Yeah, I don't know if I want to feel
But
like that.
I mean, it happened in House of the Dragon too. So
I don't
just
know
think
why.
about it.
House of the Dragon's really good, but I don't know why it was different. Maybe because, okay, I feel like everybody has seen it, but maybe because he was like a father figure.
Okay.
So for me, I was like, Dad.
You're talking about Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
You're talking about Ned Stark.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's very sad.
So I mean, it's the dad. Like
Yeah.
he's so important. He was running everything. I don't want to talk about it anymore because it's stressing me out. But I am excited.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's going to be awesome. So season 1 covered there's many houses in Game of Thrones. I would think that I belong in House Stark in the North.
Samesies.
I'm the king of the North.
Oh.
Yeah.
So because you were born in New York?
Sure. Okay.
I'm the queen of the East.
Okay. Nice. But this show follows the Targaryen family, which is dragon led, and it's obviously House of the Dragon, and they are having a civil war. We had this argument in the car because we were like, do we call it a civil war or do we call it like a just family feud?
So it is a civil war. I was just like, when I was thinking civil, I'm thinking like civil case versus criminal case.
Okay.
And civil to me is like, we're just talking about it because we're upset that
Right.
somebody said something and did this and that. Not criminal, but I'm like, these people are out here like taking people out.
Yeah, so it's a family on family war over the Iron Throne, which is the most uncomfortable chair in all of Westeros, which is the land that Game of Thrones takes place in. And it's who's going to sit on the top of the Iron Throne. And we'll see. I know what happens because there's books that they're pulling from right now. But to see it play out on HBO, now Max, it's going to be great.
And the actors and actresses are
On point.
chef's kiss.
On point.
They're so good. So something happened with FSU.
Oof. So sports, we're going to touch on this real quick.
Yeah.
But when have you ever heard of a team go undefeated and not make it to a position where they can be in a championship game?
Literally never.
So FSU is the first Power 5 conference team, which is like the main powerhouse conferences in college football, to not make the Final Four after having an undefeated season.
That's weird though. Why would they do that?
So there's a huge debate right now because they play in the ACC, and that is not considered a powerhouse conference, even though by definition it is. Other teams that play in the SEC, which is the Southeastern Conference.
I've heard of that one.
Okay, so that's to the
Yeah.
point right there. You've heard of the SEC, so schools like University of Florida, LSU, Georgia, teams like that. I'm trying to think of the word, but they're perceived as more powerhouse schools.
Okay.
So their strength of schedule tends to be a little bit more difficult than another school that may get through the season easier. At the end of the day, when you lose your starting quarterback, you lose your backup quarterback, and you still go undefeated and win your conference, you deserve, I think, more than the teams that did lose games. It's a testament of how good you are.
Yeah.
You deserve to be in that conversation to at least play for a shot.
Are they allowed to like, I don't know if this makes sense, veto the decision.
I wish. I
mean,
mean,
be like, no, rethink that.
Everyone was in an uproar about it, obviously. And there's the Alabama side, because that's the team that did get in. Now, let's talk about that real quick. Alabama beat the number 1 team in the nation to get to this game.
Okay.
So they took out Georgia. Georgia was number 1. They dropped down to 6. Alabama was at 8. They moved up to 3 and knocked FSU out. So everything got shifted because Alabama beat the number 1 team in the nation. So their argument is, we won our conference, the SEC, the best conference in college football by some standards, and we beat the number 1 team in the entire nation. We deserve to be in.
So was it them or FSU?
It was. And it's very annoying because ESPN did it in this way where they announced the number 1 team, they announced the number 2 team, the number 3 team, and then the 6th team. And then they were like, who's going to be 4, who's going to be 5, FSU or Alabama? And then they showed both graphics at the same time. So it's like, yeah, it's very annoying.
They got a little messy with that. I do feel like Alabama does deserve that, though.
I think so as well.
Because that's a good point that you said won the SEC
and then beat conference like and beat the best team.
So it's like, it's not like they didn't earn it.
Right.
But I do feel bad for FSU because it's like,
they were the only, so of the top 6 teams, FSU was the only undefeated team in all of them. Dang. And they ended up at a lower out of the conversation. So they have to play Georgia now in, I think it's I don't even remember the name of the bowl, but they're playing a bowl game against Georgia now.
I feel like the positivity in this, if any, and I feel like there is that they went undefeated, right? So I feel like all those players have a better chance at like getting in the NFL.
Yeah, that's fair.
Just because it's like, okay, y'all didn't make it into this stuff, but you guys are all really good collectively, obviously.
Yeah.
So
yeah, that's a good way to look at it. I think if they end up beating Georgia, then there is a huge topic of conversation, and a lot of sports radio is going to be covering, did we mess this up?
Yeah.
Because they ended up beating Georgia, who was the number 1 team. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. I don't know. Let's go backyard football and just let them duke it out. Like
old school?
Yeah. Like, let's pick a freaking yard, no pads, just...
Oh, like Twilight when they go play baseball.
Okay, similar. Somehow you mixed in Twilight. That's crazy.
I don't even watch it like that.
Yeah. So last episode, we talked about Snoop Dogg with the smokeless grill, but he's everywhere, huh?
He's my marketing genius. Like, I really, truly feel like he's my uncle.
Uncle Snoop.
Uncle Snoop. So now, there's Elf on a Shelf.
Yeah, what is there now?
Snoop on a stoop.
Oh my God.
Come on. He has a little joint in his mouth.
No way.
You can get it at Walmart. Tony, my co-host, bought one. And it's funny because day of that he bought it, in the morning, we're doing the show, and I'm on Etsy trying to get some Christmas gifts, which we'll talk about in a bit. And I'm looking, and Snoop on a Stoop pops up. And I said, oh, Tony loves Unc Snoop, so I need to get this for him. The price wasn't terrible, but I read some reviews on like the person that was sending it, and it was like, wish they had better customer service, blah, blah, blah. And I had just bought Tony something else. So I was like, let me wait and see if I can find another one. That day, I think at like 6 p.m., he texted me. He's like, yo, look what I got. And I was like, dude, you don't even understand. I almost just bought that for you hours ago. He's like, Walmart just put them out. He bought 3 of them. Snoop on a Stoop.
Incredible.
So if you go to Walmart, maybe you can find them. I think that's a really popular gift. So I don't even know if you'll find it, but look it up. It's awesome. He has his 2 little braids, and I mean, he's Snoop on a Stoop. And you can put him anywhere.
I would get it.
I think I would do that instead of Elf on a Shelf for my kids, like when we get there.
Yeah. I was going to say, do you remember, because this might be like a, what's the effect when you remember
Mandela?
things? Yeah, this might be a Mandela effect, but was there not like a series of memes and stuff that talked about like other people on things and they all rhymed?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm not going crazy, but I was just thinking
it was
of one.
Like Snooki on a cookie.
Right, like Adele on a bell.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So I don't know. In my head, I was just thinking about it. I'm like, you can make so many. Like if you really wanted to push it for marketing and money, you could make so many.
Easily.
Like Drake on a rake. Doja Cat on a bat, which I wouldn't even put it past her to do. Like that could be a set design for her.
Wow.
So, and you're welcome for saying that, because we now have managed a 13 episode streak of talking about Doja Cat.
Doja Cat. She is not my song of the week, by the way, when we get there.
Me neither.
I'm very excited about my song of the week.
Okay.
I think.
Cool.
So going into like our main topic, like I said, it's Christmas. We have 21 20 to 21 days.
21.
21.
I saw that meme today. They were like, it's blank many days till Christmas, and it was him like awkwardly just smiling, like,
oh my gosh,
with like the pitchfork. No, pitchfork. And yeah, it's 21 days till Christmas. So
Mr. Savage he's great.
Yeah, Sir
he's
Savage.
Fun. So I'm excited. Christmas is here. We started decorating our house.
We did.
Apartment. Whatever.
Your tree looks awesome. And I say your tree because it's literally yours. It's from your old apartment.
Yeah, I got it when I moved here. It's funny. I went Christmas shopping with my mom, and I was like, I need a tree, even though I don't really have anything to put under it besides like whatever presents I had from my parents.
Right.
But I was just like, I like the vibe in the house, and I thought it would be cute. So we went looking at Walmart, just generic cute trees, and I'm like, I will never, this is me being like a sassy girl, get a white tree. Just like I said, I would never get a white car.
Got them both.
I got them both, bro. It's because this tree came with these blue lights,
which look awesome.
And I feel like some white Christmas trees, and I'm sorry if you have one, hopefully it looks good, but some of them look corny.
Yeah.
Some of them I'm just like, it's not giving what it's supposed to give. My Christmas tree, I feel like it's kind of elegant. And then the, what is it called? Ornaments that I put on them. Yes. I kind of matched the blue. So I got some like sparkly blue, some like matte blue. I also got a little bit of silver. And so I kind of made it up. And then I put this really nice star on top. But this year we decided to put a Santa hat on top.
Oh, we got some cool stuff on
there.
It
looks so cool. And so I'm excited that we have this tree this year, because I feel like December came really quickly. But I think next year we should kind of branch out, like keep my tree on the side, maybe even do a 2 Christmas tree moment in the house.
Okay.
But I want to get like our own tree that's like a Erica and Mike tree.
Yeah, I got you. I really like yours. I've always wanted a white tree, and I never had one prior to us dating. So first off, that was awesome. I'm like, yes, finally got the white tree.
That's how I felt when you got Oakley. I was like, so finally funny. Got the golden retriever.
Yes, I didn't have to get it. Someone did it.
Yes.
But the lights, the blue lights. So blue's my favorite color, and that's not even up for debate. But it reminds me, and I was looking it up because I was like, I know it's on the tip of my tongue. It reminds me of the Snow Miser. Do you remember like Heat Miser and Snow Miser from the cartoon movie way back in like the Year Without a Santa Claus? Yeah. And it's like, I'm Mr. Yeah. Every time I see the tree turn on, I think we're like in the Snow Miser's area. So that's childhood thoughts from me. But we mixed it up too this year because we got a little, what's it called? With the lights.
Oh, garland?
A garland. So a garland.
With lights.
With lights.
And then we got this Merry Christmas thing that we're like putting. I don't even know.
A banner.
A banner, yeah. A Merry Christmas banner. And then I always use my mom when I first moved by myself. She gave me this blanket.
Sure.
What is it? Oh, skirt.
Oh, the skirt for the tree.
Skirt, yeah, because I feel like that makes the tree, really pulls it together. And it says "Let It Snow," and it's like dark blue, and it has these little snowmen on it. And I feel like it really works well with the blue and white tree. I feel like I'm over here selling blue and white trees.
Yeah, I feel it, but
I was very excited. And then we added our own. Forgot how to talk.
Oh boy.
I didn't want to say again because I've noticed I've been saying it. So we added our own stockings.
Yes.
That says, one says M, one says E, and they're opposite colors. So red and white, which is pretty fun. And
what's funny is the way you put it, and it spells out me.
Yeah.
And it looks like 2 socks for one person. Like it's me socks. It's me socks.
These are me socks.
Terrible.
Mr. Meeksy.
Oh no.
So yeah, that was really exciting. Besides that, we have, a candle. So we got the candle from the jinglejet.com. It's part of the Zaza Community Foundation, which is, my show is Zaza Mornings. So it's a whole thing. We do this event, Jinglejet. Just go to jinglejet.com and watch the video and you'll understand what we do. And that's coming up soon. So I'm very excited about that. And in a process to get donations, Tony gets candles.
Right.
And so this candle is called Cookies for Claus, and it has the cutest picture of Santa Claus on the front, and it smells like cookies. So I lit it, and that happened when you came into the house.
Oh, it was so
and
nice.
It's just like Christmas.
I immediately told you, I'm like, can we like make cookies? Like,
yeah.
It's so good.
It smells so good. So that's an awesome thing. So if you do want to donate, you can go to jinglejet.com and help us help families that have been through undue hardships this year. And I think that's really it on decorations.
Yeah, that's pretty much all we did. We were talking about doing something on our patio, which, I mean, that's not off the table yet. We still got time, 21 days.
Well, yeah, because everybody in our neighborhood does like really awesome
so abstract
decor. And I'm just like, hello? But I don't know what to do. I don't know.
I don't really know either.
I don't want to do too much.
I have ideas in my head, right? I just whack the mic. Not me. That wasn't even that funny. That
was really funny.
I have ideas. Like I want to wrap it around the guardrail. Is that the word?
Yeah. We already have lights there though.
Yeah, I want to put those up on the ceiling.
Heard. Okay.
What's crazy is how difficult words are for me right now at this point in time.
I was kind of struggling today
because I'm trying to get thoughts out, but I realize that when I spend too much time focusing on thoughts, I spend less time focusing on words.
Yeah.
So now I just can't talk.
Life is hard.
So I have to go 50-50 on thoughts and talking from now on.
Heard.
You saw how I was just flowing?
Yeah, from now on.
It's because it's off the top, no thought.
Off the top.
It's just all words, no thought. So then when I start thinking, I hit the right. So,
oh.
Yep. Anyways, traditions. You got any?
I mean, besides my tree, but I feel like everybody has a tree.
Yeah.
So I guess my tradition, and it's kind of similar for both of us because, well, actually, I don't know. And I love that we do this podcast together because we learn about each other throughout it as well. Mm-hmm. So that's super fun. So for me, growing up, I'm Puerto Rican and and I grew up in a Spanish household, obviously. And so we celebrate Christmas Eve.
Okay.
So we always go to a party that has like a ton of food. Mm-hmm. We always open one present the night before. Mm-hmm. And, you know, everybody just turns up. There's coquito, there's music. A lot of times when I was younger, I was smaller, so I was kind of bored.
Yeah.
But the parents were lit and it was so much fun. So now as I'm older, I'm like, I see what y'all were doing.
I see the vision.
I see the vision. So it was super exciting for me. And then Christmas Day was always kind of like, we always did a brunch at my house and my mom would give us mimosas when we were of age.
Nice.
If not, she would give us like hot chocolate. And then we would open presents. And then we kind of all just like did our own thing. Like I would text my friends and be like, what did you get?
Yeah.
And you post whatever you want on social media. And then my parents would watch a movie. Maybe we'd all watch a movie together. But it kind of was like, okay, Christmas is over. Mm-hmm. Weirdly enough.
Right.
But because we celebrated the day before.
Right.
So now dating you, our first Christmas, which was last year, we celebrated the day of.
Yeah, we did. I don't think we did anything Christmas Eve last year, but then we had like hors d'oeuvres and finger foods on Christmas Day, which I was about to tell you, that's something that we kind of transitioned into. When I was younger, we did like full meals Christmas Day. Like, you know how stereotypical like ham and stuff like that. So I don't know where, I can't pinpoint where we transitioned away from that, but between birth and now, we moved away from doing basically like Thanksgiving 2.0 on Christmas to doing like wings and like party platters and stuff like that, and making it more of just like a let's get everyone together and talk and hang out after Christmas, which is a normal Saturday. So we started to do that, and I was going to tell you, we in that same time frame we did start doing opening gifts on Christmas Eve. So that wasn't a thing, and then 1 year it just became a thing, and then it almost like 1 year got so close to just opening everything on Christmas Eve, and that was the best year ever. I'm like,
oh no,
yes.
I would have been sad.
But yeah, there is something just about opening it on Christmas morning and bugging the absolute crap out of your parents and being like, come downstairs. And they're like, no, we'll come down when we're ready.
Yeah, I'm tired.
And I'm like, oh, and now I get it. And I'm tired also.
Yes.
But I'm still excited. So I just won't be there as early.
Yeah, no, I'm like 10, 11.
Yeah,
what time
10.
do you want to open it?
Good.
1 o'clock.
So 1 o'clock is excessive.
I feel like last
You're
Christmas,
closer to New Year's.
Facts. But I feel like last Christmas, we didn't open them until like 1 because we waited for my parents to get there. And one thing I love about our families is that we've like obviously fused together. Our parents are best friends, which is the cutest thing ever. And then our parents are also both best friends with our best friend Jeremy.
Yeah.
So it's just like this huge group, and I love it. But what I love is that we always celebrate on Christmas Eve, and you always celebrate on Christmas Day. So now you guys got invited, obviously, to my aunt's Christmas Eve party,
right? Which I'm very excited for.
So we're doing that the day before or the night before, and then Christmas Day we're all going to be at your parents' house. So it's kind of like we fused the best worlds together, and now I'm like, okay, so now we're doing something both days. Like you're not doing anything Christmas Eve, and then I'm actually doing something Christmas Day. So I'm very excited about that, and just being able to open all the presents together like we did last time. That was so much fun. Seeing people cry, I was like,
you're trying to make people cry.
Yeah,
I like it.
That's the goal. I love it.
It's awesome. It's so sick. It's like, squirt the tears, squirt the tears. No, that's terrible. But also, it is very nice, and I feel like, I don't know why. I was thinking about this the other day. I was like, I'm seeing things like on shows and stuff, and I get emotional like way more often.
Oh,
like, what the hell is going on with me, bro? I'm like, what is this?
You have a soul.
That's water.
What are these
eyes?
I'm sweating from my. I used to say that because I cried a lot. Honestly,
still do.
I do. Yeah, I like cried last night.
And then laughed and then said, "Wasn't that fun?" Said, "Where am I?"
We're close to the girl stuff happening. So, but I used to cry a lot because I was going through a lot of different things, and I used to say, like, if I happen to cry in a public place, I'm like, I'm just sweating from my eyes because I sweat so much anyway. So people were like, well,
if the shoe fits,
she might be. So, so let's talk about Christmas shopping.
Yeah, because first off, let's talk about it. And for our game segment this week, I actually want to remove one of my questions.
Heard.
Because we're going to be doing Factor Cap later in this episode.
Christmas edition. And one of my questions was actually, and I'm going to just tell you right now as part of this segment, the average person spends $3,000 on Christmas gifts per year. I don't have $3,000.
Okay, so that's good. It was Cap. It was $975.
I was like, yo.
It was $975. But let me just tell you how easy it is to get to $3,000. It's
100%.
Very easy.
Yeah, so something we started doing this year, not to be cheap, but it's hard. I feel like inflation is real. Things have been going on. You know, we're trying to plan. We're going to Tahoe with our friends literally in January. Yeah. And then we're also trying to plan like our trip to Italy. So there's like a lot coming up. And so we were like, okay, let's just like fuse our money together and not do like one gift each. But funny enough, we're still kind of getting everybody multiple gifts, but it's not going to be as expensive because we're putting meaning behind it where they all kind of make sense.
And spreading out purchases over a couple days / weeks, which brings us right into what we're about to talk about.
Well, I've never in my 30... I almost said 31.
That's next year.
Oh my gosh. In my 30 years, bought anything for Christmas before like the 10th. And this year I bought 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, you got a head start on it.
And I'm like, and it's almost here. So I have 2 things under the tree already, wrapped, ready to go. And these other things are showing up probably the beginning of next week. And I'm just like, this kind of seems unreal because I'm the girl that goes on Christmas Eve to the mall.
You're that person.
To get my mom that purse she wanted.
Okay.
Like, and then being like, I gotta go wrap it and put it under the tree.
There's a reason why I'm not that person, and we'll talk about that in a little bit. But I was about to ask you, what, like, you've always done that, or
have you always been like that?
I'm just like, I'm trying to comprehend. I'm like, you 100%. Just wait till last.
Yeah, wow. I'm a procrastinator, and that's something I'm working on because I feel like I have been getting better at things, and I always say this, you're always growing and learning. So that's one thing I tried this year. I'm like, I'm always stressed between the 20th and the 24th because that's when I'm like, crap, I got to go to the store. Or does Amazon have Prime shipping going on right now? By that time, you can't buy anything off Etsy. And I never really bought from Etsy until I would say 2 years ago. So now I kind of understand, like, you got to get it now to get it on time. But yeah, I was always that girl that was like, it's rough.
Can I tell you a cool story?
Yeah.
So I obviously didn't partake in it as a kid. But when I got older and understood kind of the Christmas like idea, I don't want to spoil it if there's anyone under the age of 6 of what happens with Christmas. But Santa. I mean, you got to believe. So anyways,
there's nothing to believe.
Well, there's something to believe. Anyways, so he comes in the chimney. I promise. Anyways, what I was going to say as part of this story is what we would end up doing. We made it like a full like event, like Christmas shopping, right? So, and it was so cool. I really enjoyed when we did this too. I mean, my parents probably still do, but we all went, and my grandma who passed away, she was kind of like the spearhead of it. And she would put on her best shoes, and it was game time. We would be up
like sneakers.
Early.
Let's go.
We'd be up early in the morning, and we would hit every mall, just boom, 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 boom. And we'd hit like the Daytona outlets when they finally opened up and stuff like that. And it would be like my aunt, my grandma, my parents, me, we would all go, stuff like that, and shop. And for everyone, we would knock out everyone in a full marathon day, like 10 a.m. and we'd get home at like 2 a.m. One of the years we went to Miller's Ale House at midnight.
Really?
Yeah, we all got food there. But it was a core memory that I'll never forget. And it was so cool being pulled in different directions. Like my dad would be like, do you think mom would like this? When she was shopping for me, I would have to step away so I wouldn't see it. But then I'd be with him getting stuff for her and sneaking it into the back of the car. And then like my sister would show up. It was awesome and it was chaotic. And that kind of goes to what I did. So I never shopped. I never really did Black Friday. And we talked about this a little bit. And I never shopped really before the 15th either. Now, way different person.
It's so different. But it's funny that you brought up that like shopping together on the same day doing that. So we just watched, and it was my first time watching National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. And there's a scene in there where the guy gets stuck in the attic, I believe, and everybody goes Christmas shopping. And so they all go to the mall and they come back with all these bags. And I remember literally in that moment, this was what, like 4 days ago or something, watching it and being like, I've never done that.
Yeah.
But also because I was like, that seems chaotic, even though my method is
very chaotic
as well. Yeah. But I was like, I've never just gone shopping and knocked it out in a day. And I just thought that was interesting. And then it's funny to hear you say, that's exactly what I did. Because I was like, wait, people actually do that.
I lived that life. It was awesome because you bring it all home. And then the next step is once it's home, then you have to wrap everything. And I think it's about that point in time where I finally picked up on wrapping techniques, because I feel like you just go from not having a clue to then knowing.
Yeah, I luckily learned because my mom's really good at wrapping. And so she taught me and I've gotten better. There's some times where I'm just kind of over it and I'm just like, you get what you get. And I'm just going to...
You don't get upset.
Yeah. You're going to rip it off anyway. But you bruh.
Oh, go ahead.
Bruh. Last year, you were on some different stuff. You were like 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I'm going to fold it in. You were like...
Okay, so relax. But the back of the paper has it as a grid.
I know.
So that's how you know when to cut it, is based off the blocks. So all I did was count it off. You're freaking eyeballing it, and that's why I look like hot doo-doo.
No, mine looked amazing. So you don't have to.
That's why your bag to wrapping ratio was 70-30%.
Because bags are cute.
Because
so don't play
you
me
didn't
like
want to
that.
wrap.
No.
And the ones you wrapped, you're like, just do it.
Because you were like,
that wasn't very Christmas spirit.
You were like, move out of the way.
That wasn't very Christmas spirit of me.
You were just like, I want to do it all. So I handled the bags because I put the bags together nicely with the tissue paper and all that.
It looks beautiful.
And we got some really cute bags from Target. So we were very excited. We got this big Santa bag and we were just like, there's so many bags. So I was very excited about that. And sometimes I might, it's not me not knowing how to wrap. So watch yourself. Okay. It's me being like, dang, I kind of like bags better.
Yeah.
It's kind of cute.
You're a bag girl.
Okay.
Bag. Gaga. Ew.
I'll put you on the naughty list.
Okay.
What would you say is your top Christmas movie?
So I definitely have a couple. The stupid answer that I feel like everyone wants me to give is Die Hard.
I was going to say
but I'm not going to say Die Hard. So it's still on
I've
the table.
never seen Die Hard.
Still on the table. Oh my gosh. You see, it's when you say things like that extends this episode even longer.
It's so funny.
Because then I have to get on a tangent and talk about it.
It's funny because everybody talks about Die Hard, the Christmas movie. Die Hard's not a Christmas movie. And I'm like,
it's the greatest debate ever.
I just don't know what you guys are talking
You're just standing there like,
I'm like, I agree with whatever you say.
We'll watch it. We'll watch it very soon.
Okay.
Can I give 2 answers?
Yes.
Okay, so my core childhood one, which we started to watch and you fell asleep, was Jingle All the Way.
Yeah.
And Jingle All the Way is the reason why I will not shop on Christmas Eve.
I like that. I don't know if it's because I just watched it now at this age, but I was kind of not really feeling it.
Yeah, so I watched it as a kid, and you didn't get to the best part yet, which, I could spoil it for you.
No, we'll watch it.
Yeah, okay. I don't believe you.
No, we'll watch it, swear.
Okay, so we'll come back to this, sidebar that one. But this is a curveball one because you haven't seen this yet, and we keep talking about this movie, and I don't think a lot of people have seen it. But it's an anti-Christmas movie, and it's called The Ref.
Yes.
And it stars Dennis Leary, and he's basically like a burglar, and he's going through houses, but he encounters this one home and he kind of gets stuck there. But instead of being like the person that terrorizes the people in the home bug him past insanity.
So kind of like Home Alone, but like
reverse Home Alone.
Yeah.
Because there's people home. Crazy. But
I need to see it.
And it's Christmas themed, obviously, and it's crazy movie. Very funny.
So I'm gonna watch that this year because your parents have told me about it for the past like year and a half. Probably
Yeah, we gotta
over that
watch it.
before we were dating. They're like, yeah, it's in the rough. They don't talk like that. But so mine easily, I was gonna make a joke that it was Die Hard, but you stole
So
my
I saw the joke. Gotcha.
Mine is How the Grinch Stole Christmas.
Aw.
It's just so good. And the live action.
With Jim Carrey.
Yes. Just because it's just good. I feel like every time I watch it, I'm thoroughly entertained. I'm never like, oh my God, I'm watching this again. So that's my movie.
And the way that he like talks in that movie is awesome.
Oh, it's so good.
He's like, yeah.
Did you see there was a picture?
What was that?
Yeah.
I just growled.
When he goes, "Rawr."
That's the right.
But there's a cool picture I saw recently that was they were filming How the Grinch Stole Christmas while they were filming Nutty Professor. And so it has the Nutty Professor and the Grinch in the same picture because they met up during like the taking breaks on film.
Wow.
Yeah, and so it's a picture of them. I'm like, that's really cool.
That's awesome. That's stuff that I get. Whatever. I don't care anymore.
And then, so since we're talking about Christmas movie, can't forget Christmas song. Yeah. I'm going to go first just because I don't want you to steal mine.
And mine's actually the song of the week for me as well.
Oh, so I'll say mine and then we'll...
It's going to be a weird, like, little...
So we'll wait. We'll move that down to the last thing we talk about for Christmas.
That's fair.
So what is your favorite, like, Christmas treat dessert?
I don't know because I mean, like, I eat the same desserts all the time.
Yeah.
Right? And this is about to... People are going to groan when they hear this one, but I'm not the biggest fan of apple pie.
I just became because of Tony. I tried it for the first time on the show.
Yeah, like I could do without it, which is crazy because we had those apple cider drinks, the alcoholic ones, and that is heaven sent.
The apple cider
Donuts. Whew. We should add that to the list. But
I think you can say that if you want.
I mean, I guess. But I was gonna go so simple and say candy canes because I can't really think of any other Christmas ones right now. But
yeah, I don't have like a Christmas based one because your mom makes this all the time. But
parfait.
I'm gonna go with well, you said it, so
yeah.
I'm gonna go with the berries and cream parfait.
Berries and cream.
And I feel like berries and cream is because the colors and all that too. It's such a holiday thing, even though your mom makes it like every Saturday.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm looking forward to this Christmas. So let her know to make more.
I will. And that has liquor in it sometimes, right?
Yeah.
Or all the times?
All the times. Just sometimes she puts like a heavy hand and sometimes she's like, let me chill.
Yeah. No, that's understandable. So that's crazy. So that's kind of the treat / dessert for me because I don't really know. I mean, I'll have cookies, right? Cookies and milk. There we go.
Yeah.
Bam, got them.
But I have to have chocolate chip cookies.
With white milk.
White milk, yeah. I can't have... I don't love sugar cookies. I don't know what it is.
Okay, so let's go into the cookie debate. Are you an Oreo fan? Do you like Oreos?
100%.
So Oreos versus Chips Ahoy.
Chill.
That's difficult, right?
Chill. All right.
So even I'll go there. I'll go to that point. Chips Ahoy.
Regular or chewy?
The blue bag box.
The blue bag. Okay, not the red.
Chewy.
Not the red.
Yeah.
I do like the red bag, but I would say
I need the blue bag with the milk to get the cookie consistency to a red feel, but it's got that like wet
crunch,
milk taste
yeah.
with the crunch. Perfect combination.
I'm gonna just retweet or re-X that.
Re-X, got it. Wow, re-X,
Sorry.
nice. I mean, that's what it is, right? It's repost.
Repost.
Yeah.
Wow, that's what I meant to say.
Got it. Well, I'd like to re-X this conversation. I don't know. I tried to fit it in.
That was not good.
What's one gift? And this is by no means a cheat code for both of us because I feel like if we both say something and then we're like, oh, let's run to the notes and put that in real fast.
Oh yeah, no.
What is one gift that you're hoping for this year?
So you know one of them. Mm-hmm. It's I want an iPad. I've wanted an iPad for a while.
Yeah.
iPads are so expensive, especially if you get the new one. Together. And I even did the whole went through right before pressing go into shopping cart, and I was like, dang, that hoe is expensive. But I told my parents and I told you I'll take a gift card that'll help me pay for it. I don't mind. So I do want an iPad though. That would be awesome. But I love sentimental gifts. Mm-hmm. So anything that has to do with me and that person, or just something that they know reminds them of me, that gets me every time, where I'm like, oh my gosh, like I didn't, you remember. So that's like, for me, there's nothing really specific, especially this year. I started thinking more as like the days are going on. I'm like, well, I do need new socks and I do need new this. Right. But like gift wise, I haven't really, I mean, there's nothing that's like urgent.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, and I was telling you, and a couple people have asked her like, well, what do you want this year? And I'm like, I don't know. Like, I really, and I genuinely don't know.
Yeah,
and I say it and I feel like I'm acting weird saying it because I'm like, I don't know, but I genuinely have no idea. But same as you, every day passes by and I'm like, oh wow, I could use that. I could use this. I could use that. But like one that I'm hoping for, there really isn't anything that just like comes to mind. I know, luckily Jeremy, our good friend, is like the cologne wizard.
Yes.
So I could never not need cologne. Double negatives. I hate doing it.
Not need her.
But that means I need it. Not need.
I need it.
But I guess some cologne would be nice. When I'm telling you, I'm struggling to think of something that I genuinely want, because I mean, you treat me so well. And oh my gosh. And you almost made me cry last year.
Yeah.
So that was freaking crazy. I don't even know how you managed to top that one this year. But oh boy.
Probably not.
Okay, that's fine. I don't want to cry anyway, so that's good.
Okay.
But yeah, I really don't even know what more I could ask for, you know what I mean? And I said this to you and it was so cheesy, and I was like, well, I have you. Blah. And you were like, let me vomit real quick. And I'm like, okay, so I'm done being sentimental.
Boo. Yeah, I feel like I said earlier, mine is things I need. So I have a list on my notes that's like, need new socks, bras, this, that. So when people ask me, I'm like, well, I don't want them to pick it out for me. So I was like, a gift card? Yeah. Because I need to get it eventually. Yeah. So it might as well help me, or pay the electric bill. I don't know.
Oh, I mean, that's...
At this point, pay my rent, you know?
That'd be sick.
Yeah. That'd be so fun.
That'd be sick.
Mom.
What... Wow. What is one gift that you're hoping to give? I don't know why I phrased that question that way. What I really wanted to ask you was, is there any gifts you're like very excited to give out this year? You don't have to say who it's for either if you don't want to.
Yeah, and I am going to say who it's for.
Okay, cool.
I'm excited for your dad's gift.
Oh, very nice.
Because I bought it for him a couple weeks ago, actually. And because I wasn't able to get him a birthday present. So this is kind of like a birthday Christmas present. But I think he's really going to like it. So I'm excited. And I told your sister, and she's like, that's so freaking cool.
That's
so
awesome.
I'm very excited about that, because last year, even though me and him share a bond of Jeremiah's Italian ice, I got him a gift card for Jeremiah's. And I think he thoroughly liked it. But this one's
he used it.
It's cooler.
So. Oh, wow. Yeah. Cooler than ice cream.
Yeah.
That's ice cold.
Oh. So we're going to go into...
so I don't get to talk about it. That's fine. Didn't want to anyway. So...
It's just Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
And we're also on a time crunch because it's my grandpa's birthday today, and we're very hungry, and we're going to go meet him at... can we say where?
Yeah.
Cool. We're going to go to Fujiyama's, which is like the pinnacle of hibachi food. So we're going to get hibachi.
It's like Kobe's.
Like the whole thing. Onion volcano.
Yes.
All of it. So
what is your gift?
So I'm 50-50 split, because I got something for your dad.
Okay.
That is almost like a callback to, and that's so funny because you're happy for the gift from my dad.
Look at us.
I got something that was almost a callback to something he got me a long time ago.
Okay.
So I feel like it's almost a full circle moment, but I'm also equally excited for something I got you.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice.
But I feel like, I don't know. It's like dead 50-50. Like, I'm so excited because it's like, you know me with like gifts and stuff. I get so excited. I just want to tell you.
Literally me the moment I buy it.
Yeah. And that's how I feel with both of these. I'm like, oh my gosh, like they're going to love it. They're going to love this stupid little gift. So
fun.
And we'll see. Maybe both of you will hate it.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Well, we'll let you know.
Yeah. Well, I'll be the first there to see it. So just let me know.
Imagine we open it. We're like, no, this isn't it.
Oh, well, maybe.
Well, you're welcome. Going back to Christmas song, I'm going to say mine first because yours is your song of the week, and I have a different song of the week. So my favorite Christmas song is, I sang it one of the other podcast episodes, All I Want for Christmas Is You,
yeah,
Miss MC. So that's it. I'm not going to sing it, obviously, but go into what yours is / song of the week. And if you're new here, song of the week.
We do sing.
Yes. So we pick a song that we really enjoy, and that's our song of the week. And it's either a new song, an old song, something we think you should listen to. And we sing a snippet of it because of copyright infringement. We are not playing it on air. And I think we sound better than the original. The artist.
The artist, yeah.
Okay.
Last Christmas, I gave you my heart, but the very next day, you gave it away this year. To save me from tears, I give it to someone special.
Special.
And that's all I'm going to do. That's just the hook.
That was beautiful.
But it gets crazy towards the end, right? They start singing, singing. Special someone. It's just like that. It's beautiful. It's beautiful music.
Serious question.
Serious answer.
Why'd you pick that one?
Because it plays, and I love the tune of it, and it's a classic.
More tune for your head top.
Watch how you speak on my name, eh? Yeah. I've always liked that song. I don't know why.
I'm queuing up my song because I do not know the lyrics. So every time, we've only spent one Christmas together, but I feel like you always bring that song up, so it kind of makes sense.
It's freaking awesome.
And
it's by Wham.
Wham. Okay, let me go to mine.
Wham, also the band that did Wake Me Up
Before You Go. Don't leave me hanging on like a yo-yo.
There you go. There you go.
There you go. All right, so mine.
Wow, their album covers are awesome.
Really?
I'm looking at them right now. Here, I'm about to show you.
Oh, that literally looks like, do you know the artist Joe? And his album's called My Name is Joe.
No, but let me look it up right now.
He's laying.
Is Joe.
You're going to see exactly what I'm talking about.
Oh, yeah, Joe.
And he's laying right.
Oh, yeah, that's awesome.
His little red shirt.
That is the greatest album title of all time. My name is Joe.
His
name is Joe.
He said BT Dubs. My name is Joe.
That is awesome.
All right. So I'm going to sing a part of my song.
All right.
It might not sound right because I literally only know one line from it.
Fine.
But I'm going to try to sing the beginning going into it. You keep talking, but not much coming out your mouth. Can't you tell me? Oh, I'm just going to sing the line I know.
I don't even know the song.
I know because I only know the line.
Okay, go ahead.
Baby, don't get greedy. Because I've been saying it all day.
Oh, no.
It's Greedy by Tate McRae.
Okay.
And she's a newer artist. She was a dancer first. And so she's a singer now. And she does both at the same time. And she is fabulous. Gorgeous as well. And her songs are just catching on. And so Greedy's in the top 40 right now. So we play it all the time on my show. And it's been stuck in my head. So I've been walking around all day saying, baby, don't get greedy. And
fair enough.
If you listen to the song, you'll hear what part I was trying to sing.
Okay.
But also Tate McRae sings it so well.
Very nice.
Because it's her song.
Artist Spotlight of the Week, Tate McRae.
Tate McRae.
Nice.
So going into Fact or Cap, a Christmas edition. I just felt like I should sing again. Okay. So I'm going to start. We're going to do 3, right?
3.
And yeah, we'll go with that.
All right.
So I'm not going to read that one. Turkey has always been part of the traditional Christmas dinner.
Cap.
Nice.
1 for 1. My streak is at 4.
Good job.
From last week to now.
So it's fairly recent, since the 19th century.
Okay.
So it's, since we've been alive, but
it's a new edition.
Yeah.
Got him. True or false? Don't know why I read it that way. Fact or cap? Christmas was cap. Fact or cap? Christmas was not always celebrated on December 25th.
True.
Which is also fact.
Fact.
There is no mention of the specific date for the birth of Jesus Christ.
Yes.
Don't know when he was born.
But he's here.
I feel like that sometimes too. I don't really remember my birthday sometimes.
Well, I said I was 31.
And I'm not comparing myself to Jesus by any means. Oh, wow.
Jingle Bells originally was a Thanksgiving song.
That's fact.
Okay. Was that one of yours?
That's one of mine. And it was originally called One Horse Open Sleigh.
Oh, okay.
Composed in the mid 19th century for a Thanksgiving concert.
You had more facts than me.
I think that's just background info.
But that's what I meant.
I did have the facts. I did come with the facts.
So now you need to find another one.
Okay, that's fine. True or why am I doing it again?
True or false? Factor cap.
Santa Claus has always been depicted as a jolly fella in a red suit.
Cap.
It is cap.
Colin Kaepernick.
It is cap. The modern image of Santa in red was devised by Coca-Cola in 1931 as an advertising campaign.
Show your face.
Yep. So 1931, they advertised him as this jolly fat guy in a red suit, and that has stuck from then till now.
The more you know.
Isn't that crazy? I just learned that today, by the way.
Wow. I feel enlightened. I think, yeah.
Yeah.
There are 25 boxes on an advent calendar.
False. Cap. Cap.
How many are
26?
No.
How many?
24.
Oh, they don't do Christmas Day on Advent? Why?
I don't know. I've literally never had one.
What are they?
They're calendars with like little gifts, I guess.
Like chocolate?
Sometimes they have chocolate. Sometimes they just have like, here's a picture or like ornament.
We should get one.
Just for fun?
Yeah. Like a themed one.
Okay.
Like Harry Potter?
Harry Potter. They have them at Target.
No, Ron, no.
Not me. Not Hermione.
You. No, let's get that stone and no. Guys, if you know us, we talk about Harry Potter a lot.
I don't even watch it like that.
And you really don't, but we reference the first movie a lot because of that particular scene where they're playing chess. And it's so funny.
I love it.
So my last factor cap is Rudolph is an original reindeer name.
Rudolph?
Rudolph.
Rudolph?
Rudolph.
Cap.
You are right.
Yes.
Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer appeared in 1939 as part of an American department store's Christmas promotion. So everything we freaking believe in and see is all advertising in the past. So that's BS. We need to start our own advertising right now. That way, in the year 3000, nothing will change and we'll live underwater. Peace out.
Said I've been to the year. Follow us on Instagram. Follow us on Instagram.
Nice.
Thank you so much. At The Weekly Drop Pod, P-O-D. And Facebook at The Weekly Drop. We say this every episode, but I'm going to say it again. We're going to start recording soon. We just got to figure it out.
We recorded the intro today.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's a great step.
Listen, the more you do,
the more you have.
Period. Mic drop, but you can't drop them because they're hanging up. So we're out. Bye.